Staff and faculty of the Catholic University Institute of Buea CUIB have been applauded for their efforts at the institution by the proprietor, His Lordship Michael Bibi, in a meeting that took place with Bishop Michael at the Bishop's Conference Room this May 21st, 2024. And the date for the feast day of the Diocese of Buea has been made known through a circular signed recently by the Bishop of Buea. In tonight's newscast, we bring to you the details. Welcome to tonight's edition of our Primetime News. Those were the top stories we have for tonight's edition. The development of the news will be yours in a bit. Welcome back, dear viewers. On to one of our lead stories. Staff and faculty of the University of Buea, of the Catholic University of Buea CUIB, have been applauded for the diligent work they are doing in the formation or in the training of saints and scholars. This was during a working session that took place between the Pro-Chancellor, and the administrators of the university. The meeting took place at the Bishop's Conference Room, as Aloysius Likia compiled for us the details and now tells us in the following report.
The activities, dreams, prospects, challenges and proposals of the Entrepreneurial Mindset University of the Diocese of Buea, the Catholic University Institute of Buea CUIB, have been presented to the proprietor, Bishop Michael Bibi. This was during a meeting that brought together the administrators of the Mindset University at the Bishop's Conference Hall at Mosopo, Buea. The working session witnessed a presentation of the institution activities, evaluation of these activities, plan of action for the new academic year, as well as ongoing projects in the university. Reverend Father Bartholomew Anyao is the president of the prestigious university. He gives us an insight of the meeting with the Chancellor and Pro-Chancellor.
I think that we all converge to reflect on the functioning of CUIB. I must say it has been a very fruitful meeting because we've had the opportunity to reflect on the different components, different arms of the institution. There's the academic matters and business matters, knowing that CUIB is an entrepreneurial university, and as well as the pastoral arm. All these arms are very, very put together. They're very, very important. So we have reflected greatly and profoundly on the different aspects in these different arms or components of CUIB, as well as
just in a bid to foster the vision of the institution, came with some proposals which, if looked into, will add to the already many marvelous programs and activities carried out by the institution. The proposals were made to the Chancellor and Pro-Chancellor, who find them very timely and applaud the administration for the magnificent work they have been doing. Having expressed their minds and aspiration to the Chancellor and Pro-Chancellor and leaving with positive and encouraging feedback, these members of staff shared their impression about the working session.
I think CUIB remains one of the unique institutions in the country. Our identity is very steadfast. We're a Catholic institution, though we welcome others from different denominations. We're also steadfast in our entrepreneurial nature, in our morality and spirituality nature. We can guarantee our students that when you come through CUIB, you are transformed, both technically, morally, and entrepreneurial-wise.
I think the meeting actually had been great, it was good, and he focused more on commitments. We are asking all faculty and staff, students as well, to be committed to their core.
It was a very enriching one. We were able to share our ideas, our opinions on the current state of affairs. The bishop was able to tell us his own mind as the overall boss of the university, so that whatever expectations we may have in our minds, we should not go back with those expectations when at its own level they are not feasible.
Should be noted that though the Catholic University Institute of Buea CUIB operates like other institutions of higher education, its vision is very holistic, training entrepreneurs that will add value to the society without necessarily looking at the profit margin but the well-being of mankind. These administrators were tasked to live the vision of the university by molding saints and scholars.
The 2024 Feast Day celebration of the Diocese of Buea has been made known through a circular sent out by His Lordship Michael Bibi. Here now is a readout of that communique by Jude Mbaku.
May 17, 2024. To all clergy, all PPC chairpersons and finance chairs, all heads of services with their bursars, Diocese of Buea. Circular on the Diocesan Feast Day. May God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ in communion with the Holy Spirit give you grace and peace. The Diocesan Feast Day, Our Lady Queen of Peace, shall be celebrated this year on Thursday, 11th July 2024 at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral at 9 a.m. I invite all the priests, religious men and women, and the entire faithful to come together as one diocesan family to thank God for the Diocese of Buea and to call on Our Lady Queen of Peace to intercede for us. A detailed program of the Diocesan Feast Day will be communicated to you in the nearest future. Thank you. Yours in His service, Michael Miabesue Bibi, Bishop of Buea.
The Bishop of Buea and proprietor of Catholic Schools, His Lordship Michael Bibi, after celebrating Mass with the students, staff members, parents and ex-students of St. Paul's College Bojongo, made a tour around the school campus to be able to inspect the work that is ongoing carried out by the Ex-Students Association. Hilarion Clinton was part of the tour and now gives us details in the following report.
Bishop Michael Bibi's visit to St. Paul's College Bojongo was also punctuated by an inspection tour around the campus. The Computer Science Laboratory, housing 35 computers generously donated by former students, was where the prelate made his first stop. He expresses admiration for the ex-students' commitment to providing cutting-edge resources for the students. The block comprising the school's hall and Form 1 to Form 4, once in need of repair, now stands out identically as the renovated and painted structure attracted the bishop and his team. At the Dean of Studies office stands a photocopier machine. Bishop Michael Bibi commended the thoughtful donation, recognizing its importance in facilitating the day-to-day operations of the school.
I want to acknowledge the renovation work that has been done in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 and Form 4, and also the renovation work that has been done in the hall. I've gone there, I have seen it, and it's a good job that has been done. I also want to appreciate the purchase of the 35 computers that help the students as far as their examination was concerned. If not of those computers, they would have been forced to go to other centers. And at the same time, I've seen the photocopier that has been bought, which actually helped, especially with the exams and all the rest. I want to sincerely thank the ex-students for what they have done already, and I encourage them not to relent in their efforts.
Amidst expression of gratitude and appreciation, the PTA chairperson, Mufo Doroti, assures the community that efforts to promote enrollment were ongoing, promising a remarkable record for the next academic year.
I assure this family that the PTA has already started the campaign, because after the common entrance, I went to so many other schools, and of now, I have gotten like 30 students who are to report here this coming academic year. But that notwithstanding, the campaigns are still going on.
The Sapakol Ex-Students Association, named Bonegza, were represented. The National Finance Secretary of the association outlined their future plans.
Bojongo has a lot for us to really accompany the bishop first and then the school in achieving. As the bishop said in his homily, we have tried many things. As far as we are still living, we will see that we bring many Bonexans on board so that they join us in this great task of the diocese.
Expressing her satisfaction with the bishop's visit, the principal, Beatrice Focha, enumerated some pertinent pending issues that still have to be addressed.
and went around and checked all the innovations and the repairs that the ex-students they have done, and he's very, very happy. But there are still many things that I really wish him to address. The structures, the lab, the teachers. I really need permanent teachers to help me. I need a chaplain to help to follow the students, not only educationally but also spiritually, that will help for their formation to be complete.
Bishop Michael Bibi and his team left Sapakol sharing with the palpable sense of reassurance and hope that was clearly embodied on the faces of all present.
On to the Diocese of Mamfe. In continuation of the Silver Jubilee celebration, His Lordship Aloysius Fondong Abangalo has unveiled, blessed and installed the tabernacle of that cathedral, St. Joseph Cathedral in Mamfe, and he has equally kept the Blessed Sacrament in it. This event took place on Sunday, May 19th, 2024, and was part of his vision since his appointment as the Bishop of Mamfe to renovate the parish cathedral church, and make it a befitting place of worship for all the Christians of the diocese. It should be noted that after the celebration of the Mamfe Silver Jubilee on February 22nd, 2024, projects are still ongoing, with the roof still to be carried out next. We say courage to the Diocese of Mamfe as they continue to establish or to put in place all the projects which they have in view or in the context of the Silver Jubilee celebration of the diocese. Now we take you on to another national event. The 52nd edition of the 20th May celebration has taken place at the Buea Regional Grandstand under the theme Army and Nation Together for Peace, a peaceful and prosperous Cameroon. Present at the Esplanade were civil, traditional, and also religious leaders. The ceremony was equally graced with the award of medals to some deserving individuals for their services to the state. John Philip Wanla was at Bongo Square and compiled for us the following report.
Administrative authorities, religious leaders, and traditional authorities of the Southwest region converged at the Buea Grandstand in commemoration of the 52nd edition of the 20th May celebrations here at the Southwest Regional Capital, Buea. The celebrations for this year has as its theme Army and Nation Together for a Peaceful and Prosperous Cameroon. Before the commencement of the activities of the day, the troops are aligned according to their different corps. Guests have been ushered into the stand as they take their seats. Upon his arrival, the Regional Chief of Armed Forces, the Governor of the Southwest Region, Bernard Okala Bilai, is welcomed by the Mayor of the Buea Council. After the chanting of the national anthem, he inspects the Guard of Honor, after which the event officially unfolds. The event was graced by the award of some medals of merit to some individuals who have been exceptional in the carrying out of their civic and administrative duties. The medals range from the Medal of Cameroon Order of Merit, Officers of the Cameroon Order, Knights of the Cameroon Order of Merit, Officer of the Cameroon Order of Merit, Gold Labor Medals of Honor, and Silver Labor Medals of Honor. Family and friends had an opportunity to celebrate with the recipients, as some recipients expressed gratitude to the state for honoring them with these medals.
After receiving the other two, they have honored me with the gold. I'm very, very happy because of the government realizing that they have put in a lot of effort to save the state. And today, they have honored me with that gold medal. I'm advising my other colleagues, my friends, to be hardworking also. They should take their jobs serious and make the work to look lively so that tomorrow they too should be like me. It's a wonderful thing to do. It's a marvelous thing for me as a young man to have served my nation diligently. I'm recognized by the award of this medal.
The military parade then commenced immediately with a display of their commitment for peace through a spectacular march past. The governor of the region, together with all administrative heads, all on their feet as they watched the different military corps march past. The gendarmerie and their different corps, led by Colonel Tala, portray their apt and capable skills in their duty of providing security to the population of the Southwest region. Followed by the national security, the police force, both men and women, then the penitentiary administration, the forestry military corps and the customs with the duty of controlling our national boundaries. Then the motorized military march past ensued as the gendarmerie passed along with their Land Cruiser blended armored jeeps, followed by the police, the penitentiary administration, the forestry and the customs corps. Then comes the civilian march past, which is animated by the bands from the University of Buea and the Sase School Band. Actively present were some Catholic institutions like Sase, as the crowd couldn't hold their joy on seeing this institution partake in this year's edition. All were on their feet, clapping as words of congratulations were given to their chief shepherd and the Catholic educational family. The boys of Sase were exceptional in their march past steps, accompanied by their spiritual director, Father Michael Jomo. So too were Bishop Rogan and Jules Peters Catholic Secondary Schools. The governor of the Southwest region, in some words of appreciation, encouraged the population of the Southwest region.
Following the team, we can be proud that we have had the opportunity to witness today a wonderful celebration here at the grandstand, military march past, civilian march past, with a huge mobilization. We are proud, we are satisfied, and we want to thank particularly the people of Buea and the people of the entire Southwest region for their resilience and their patriotism. We encourage them to continue like this.
The march past was closed by the presence of some syndicates and political parties as proof that the society works hand in glove with the military.
On to our foreign page, South Africa's presidency has welcomed the information from the International Criminal Court's Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan, who states that he has requested the arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister and Defense Minister. And mourning continues across Iran in the wake of President Ibrahim Raisi's death, as Iranians gather in the streets across the nation to express their grief over the death of their president and his companions. Our reporter Joseph Otop compiled for us details of this and more on our foreign page.
A tragic incident has unfolded in Kenya's capital this Monday as a three-story building undergoing demolition suddenly collapsed, trapping numerous people under the rubble. The building, located in a densely populated area of Nairobi, came down unexpectedly while people were inside retrieving their belongings. The disaster has prompted immediate action from authorities, who have ordered the evacuation and demolition of several buildings in the area. These measures are in response to the unusually heavy rains that have plagued Kenya during its rainy season, which starts in March and can extend through June. The torrential downpours have caused widespread flooding, exacerbating the risks of structural failures in many buildings. As the rescue operation continues, the community remains in a state of shock and anger, demanding answers and accountability for the delayed emergency response. The incident has also raised urgent questions about building safety standards and the preparedness of disaster response teams in the face of natural calamities exacerbated by climate change. Further updates are expected as the situation develops and more information becomes available regarding those still trapped and the ongoing rescue efforts. South Africa's presidency has welcomed the recent announcement by the International Criminal Court Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan, stating he has requested arrest warrants from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and 3 senior Hamas leaders over alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity. South Africa has been a vocal advocate for Palestinian rights and has recently filed a case against Israel at the International Court of Justice, accusing it of genocide, a charge that Israel denies. The United States also expressed its disapproval. President Joe Biden called the ICC's decision outrageous, emphasizing that there is no equivalence between Israel and Hamas. The U.S. State Department echoed this sentiment, asserting that the ICC lacks jurisdiction in this case since Israel is not a signatory to the Rome Statute, the treaty that established the court. ICC judges will review the evidence presented by Prosecutor Karim Khan to determine whether arrest warrants for Netanyahu, Gallant and the Hamas leaders can be issued. Mourning continues across Iran in the wake of President Ebrahim Raissi's death as Iranians gathered in the streets across the nation to express their grief over the death of their president and his companions who were killed alongside the Iranian foreign minister in the helicopter crash in a mountainous area near Azerbaijan, state media reported. Local media report a total of 9 people, including the flight crew, were killed in the helicopter crash. They had been traveling back to Iran from a ceremony where they had inaugurated a dam with the Azerbaijan president. State media said the helicopter was forced to make a hard landing in the mountainous region after getting into difficulties due to heavy fog and bad weather.
With that report, we now come to the end of what we had for you on tonight's edition of our Primetime News. But before we step out of the studio, let us have a recap of our major stories. Staff and faculty of the Catholic University Institute of Buea, CUIB, have been applauded for their efforts at the institution by the proprietor, His Lordship Michael Bibi. They had a meeting today with Bishop Michael at the Bishop's Conference Room this May 21st, 2024. And the date for the celebration of the feast day of the Daos of Buea has been made known through a circular signed recently by the Bishop of Buea. We were able to equally explore all of this in tonight's newscast. Thanks for joining us, dear viewers. That is what we're able to put together for you tonight. We leave in the company of more interesting programs on DMR TV, and we take the rendezvous for tomorrow same time when we'll be bringing to you more updates on DMR TV News Prime. Goodbye.